Well, friends, it's time to check the tip-ups. I see one has been triggered. See, the green light is on. Someone's there. We've got a small hole. Let's see what we're pulling up. Friends. Whoa. Look, what a good one, friends. Look, yeah, easy, 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 easy. Now watch the wire. Look. Well, friends, right away. Chichilda is a nice one. Good, wonderful, awesome. We'll put it on my tip-up like this again now because... Oh, how it wound up, and I just wound it up now. Yeah, awesome. Awesome, so awesome. So let's see what it does. Friends, the first one on this laser is Chuchilda. Let's see what she ate here. How did you eat it? How did you do that? Pike of my dreams, my pike. Good, my pike. Awesome. And my pike is amazing. She took the treble hook. She took the treble hook, just a regular one like this. It's kind of worn out. A treble hook like this, by the way. Oh, it almost flew into the hole. Ice guys like this. Looks like we've got something here. Whoa, it's all unwound. Holy cow. Holy cow, that's a huge pike. Hold on. Hold on, easy, easy. Hold still. Easy, easy, easy. Shall we unhook it now? Alright, okay, friends, well then. Whew, well, here goes nothing. Wow, the pike is really active. Easy, 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 easy. Gently, slowly, slowly, slowly. Easy, 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 easy. Damn, I think, guys, this pike isn't ours. For some reason, I feel like it's not ours. Seems like it's not going anywhere. That's a monster pike. Through. Oh, it tore off. Damn, guys, you see, just a little more and it tore off. While I was fighting with it here. Okay, easy, 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 calm down. This is a little pike. This is a pike, the pike of my dreams. So we removed the metal and put a new one here. Alright, friends. The second pike. Today it's the second pike. Nothing is in vain, both the sorrows and the joys. Nothing is in vain. We're catching pike too. You understand, simple fishing for simple people. You know, simple fishing for simple folks. Oh, everything here is all tangled up. We'll figure it out later. Now is not the time, not the right moment, not the time. By the way, friends, about my knife. Here it is, this kind of knife, Boomer. Look, I'm not afraid to really use it. Why didn't I do this earlier? And last time I think I was here without a knife, right? Yeah, I was upset. I forgot my knife. This kind of knife, my work knife, sharp, tough, from the forge, from the workshop, Gepard like this. Boomer, Elmax steel, handle made of birch and birch bark. Alright, there's a lot of dough now. I'll show you the pike now. I just got a bit carried away. This is a good lake. It's a good lake. We could be catching big fish right now, but I'm here messing around with this stuff. Pike, calm down. I've already caught you. You lost the jewel. Sorry, but that's your fate. What can you do? That's how it is. The bait goes there. We're roughly making the tackle. Whatever.
Well, my friends. Well, my friends, Struchilda. I'll even show you from afar like this. Oh, she's pretty.
So what do we have here? The snow has started falling. The weather will change today. Let's check the balancer. There should be a bite. When I came to this lake to set up tip-ups, there was a bite in every hole, but it was all small fish. Oh, friends, that's a good one. Let's run right away and put it on the live bait. Alright, maybe this hole will bring us the main catch today. I'll catch live bait now, put them on the tip-ups, then walk around the lake to check depths and study it. All in all, it's interesting. The main thing is that there are no streams along the edge. Over there, I think we have a stream, and that will be dangerous. It's always dangerous when there's a stream. So, listen up. Today is better. They're biting on the fishing rods. But sluggishly. Well, you see, the weather's changing. It's raining like this. You might ask why I'm not fishing with a mormishka. I just don't want to. I don't have any goals, you know, like catching something or anything like that. Here's a balancer. Silly fishing? Just simple fishing with a balancer? Let's try it. Oh, here are the live baits. Wow, look at that one. This is the record holder on this lake, guys. If you show it, it would be great to catch good perch on an unfamiliar lake. Wow, here we go again, just like before, this same thing. Ha ha ha, that's where it lives. The brave one lives. Alright everyone, it's clear we need to move on from this hole and not get stuck, right? I'm saying, well, here we are. It seems to have gotten a bit lighter, friends, but the camera will probably still record poorly. Sorry for everything, sorry for the bad sound, sorry. But the thing is, when I had, well, you know, I have those people who are YouTube channel creators. I can watch their videos easily, in any quality, so I think those who value my films will watch them too. Here's a lake with a little island. I'll definitely come here. In the summer it's either rain or snow. Basically, it's unpredictable. The ice is like this, scary rough. I'm walking, checking things out. In Samolovochka. Here we've already caught 2 little pikes with you. It's okay, we'll just change the bait now. Oh, that's how it is? And there are a lot of leaves here. A lot of leaves. I didn't understand anything. Oh, now I get it. Okay, guys, let's change the bait. And let's move on. GoPro, stop recording. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, wait, there's something. No, nothing. Oh, there's something. Guys. That is... Wow. And where is Bohorek, bro? Bohorek Tururu. Where is Bohorek? Friends, we're going fishing today. Woohoo. Everything goes through Bohorek. That's how it is for us. Where's the pike for you, Pike? Where are you, Pike? Where are you? I understand. Big or small. Good one, friends.
Wow, that's a good one. What a catch. The third one, friends. It wasn't for nothing. That's right. Tootiroo, tootiroo, tootiroo.
Pike, yes, Pike. So friends, we've got a bite too. Let's take a look. Oh well, finally a bite, even if it's empty. Whew, the bait fish is dead. Let's change it and move on. Ugh, so far, I really like this lake. It's just the weather that's bad. I've been here twice, and both times the weather was terrible. But as they say, what's bad for the fisherman is good for the fish. Alright, GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. That's dangerous. Friends, look, there's a thought spot over there. A thought spot over there. The rock is completely exposed, and there's a cliff. Let's take a look now. I had a little shelter here. I don't know if it worked or not. Let's check it together. No, it didn't work here, but Ledoc is here. Oh, that's good. So it didn't work here. Let's change the bait. Oh, there's no bait. It was stolen, but we need to keep fishing. By the way, yeah, everyone, let's fish. Let's try to catch something. Let's try to catch something. It's very humid. In short, that's the weather. Not hot, just humid. The weather is lousy. Honestly? I'm still fishing with a balancer. There is a bite. Here it is, the live bait. Now we're catching live bait again. Let's keep moving on. Alright, friends, the live baits. Alright, friends. The balancer is working for us, but let's try adding a maggot to the spoon lure because the bites on the balancer are a bit timid. Let's see now. Alright, friends, let's try adding a maggot and using a spoon lure with a maggot on the balancer. The bites are strong, but still kind of picky. So here we go, we've got a bite. We'll decide which fishing method is better, more convenient, and more enjoyable. You can see bites here too, and it looks like it's a small perch. Yeah, that's right, it's a small one. I've got an edible soft plastic trailer on there. I'll show you now. Well, it's just a piece of jig that's been torn off. And a maggot on the edge. Oh, friends, a nice little perch. It's already pretty decent, but we'll let it go because we're after bait fish or big perch for frying. And this one is kind of, well, not really bait, but also not big enough for frying, right? Friends, I just set it up and we already have a bite. Look at this.
Easy, 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 friends.
I just set it up and a good glass shall let me go, and that's it. It's all let go. Alright, that was a good one. She'll take it again, and we didn't have much trouble with her. Oh, damn, you see how... I said it, damn. Alright, let's do it like this. Just a little bit like that. Well, it was good, you know, like when it's solid, really solid, do you get what I mean? We had a pike that was really solid. Damn, a solid pike. So basically it looks like there's a pike run right now or something. Alright, okay. Look, I'm showing you, see how the bite drops down there and then comes up like this. Well, I don't always do this, but I do this often. Just flick it there, and if there's a bite, it's like a flag on a tip-up. Basically a bite indicator. See, they're standing there and I can watch them from afar. Alright, let's all head over there. See, here we have a red one. And it's also reflective, but over there, I didn't quite get it. It's like, oh no, I was mistaken. Here as well, we've set it up recently. Everything's fine, everything's good. Now we'll try to fish a little, just a bit. And over there, we have a tip-up. Right there, a tip-up. Damn, I'm such an idiot. I always tell you about this, but I forgot myself. Where is it? I always say it, but I forgot myself. About tag. A mandatory thing is kind of, well, the last chance. That's what I call it, friends. During our play, I made holes all the way over there. Well, friends, let's do it. The viewers of the channel asked for a review, so that's what I'm doing right now. We're reviewing this kind of motor dog, a motorized towing vehicle. Motorized towing vehicle is a complicated word, so I'll just call it a motor dog. I hope the people who created this masterpiece won't take offense. So this is a Shamax Special Edition 600 OP. 600 actually means its width is 60 centimeters. That's the width of the track. The track is like this, with these aggressive, really aggressive treads. Today I already tested it on slopes. There's little snow, it's slippery, and well, it handles it great. So here's the chain. The chain looks like this, 550, 520 I think. And here's the chain lock of the sprocket. I haven't lubricated anything. I'm using it in tough conditions. So right here, there are two mounts in the frame for connecting the pusher module. Here, but honestly, I don't see it. Well, you know, my situation is that I have a motor dog. It's a bit smaller than this one, not as powerful. And a snowmobile. Well, a Yamaha and, well, a snowmobile. I mean, I don't want the motor dog, the motorized towing vehicle, to become a snowmobile. Well, it's just that in my situation, I have like an extra snowmobile, so I really like it when the motorized towing vehicle, the motor dog, is used exactly in this configuration. The sleds are also Shamax sleds. Shamax, here they are, you see, with the logo. And by the way, these sleds without the logo are somehow weaker, even though they seem to be the same, but they're not the same. Overall, Shamax have better quality. I'm not praising, just stating a fact. So this kind of handlebar mount is immediately a downside. I'll say I have a snowmobile throttle, but mine is set forward like this, just like a regular gas trigger. These are the controls, and this one here is new for us. This thing here is the kill switch and the safety tether, but I don't attach it, you understand. So this is a motorcycle style one. There's even a light here and so on. Here's the mirror mount. Here's the handlebar exit. The cable management is done like this, and the throttle trigger is just a regular one. Here it is, friends. The downside is obvious, the cable. Here, and here, I mean, oh, and here too, see? Look, when we put it down like this, the cable ends up here. And basically, all of this is on the cable. So, it turns out you need to pull the cable out and make it straight right here. By the way, I'll do it. Otherwise, if you do it like this, everything will be fine. It weighs 120 kilograms. The engine here is 23 horsepower. This is Sharmak's own production, and it's a copy of a Honda engine. I don't know what the marking is, but it doesn't matter. Here, everything is laid out just like on regular motor sleds. The fuel tap, the choke, and there's a rabbit turtle indicator. I'll say right away about this thing here. I've seen things like this before. People have sent in broken ones. Not from this motor sled, but from this exact layout. It's really convenient. You don't have to remove the handle. On my old motor sled, the mitts were just like the ones on chainsaws, you know, basically. If the base is like this, just like here. So, it's not very convenient to grab with mitts, but this one is comfortable. Although, as practice has shown, it's less so. Well, I don't know. Overall, it's just less reliable. Here's the filter. The filter, with the filter, I don't do anything. Whether it's on my Motodog or on this one too, these are the kind of fasteners. These fasteners can turn in different directions. They're pretty interesting. Now we'll open it up and take a look. The headlight is awesome. It's just really awesome here. They've used hinges, but we made them ourselves on the previous Motodog. So here we have a little bit of oil. I poured it in, didn't wipe the oil off. Well, I did wipe it, but then, you see, it's still there anyway. These kinds of mounting points have been made for our cover, so to speak. The hood is single supported, and we have a Safari variator. Here's our Safari variator. Since I've been riding, the chain hasn't loosened, everything is fine. We have a starter, a battery, a belt like this, that's it. And a battery cover like this for the battery. I don't have a battery there, I just have some spare parts, a spark plug, and so on. Here are the outputs, the wires, so all of this is interestingly designed here. There's a light rectifier, a starter, and some more wiring, a cable. Management. You can see it's already in a corrugated tube, brought out with male-female connectors for the light. I like this already, everything inside is black. By the way, I just noticed that the tank is, I think, 7-something liters. I don't remember exactly, but it lasts for a very long time. The muffler, I've said 100 times, you should make it. It's even sold on AliExpress or somewhere, with a side outlet because it blows out here. If you put a box here, or a bag, it'll burn from the exhaust. That's how it is. This visor is interesting. This visor is made, yeah, today it's just bam, here and there. Basically, it flew away. So we end up with this kind of chandelier. I want to put it on the Motodog, by the way, this one too. When it arrived, it had been unscrewed by the transport company. Our roads are bad, so I advise people who ship things to tighten everything up. So, that's the whole thing. Here's this kind of bumper. It also serves the function of being able to pull it. Next is the chain guard. Here at the bottom, it's really great. I really like it. Here's the LED bar. As I mentioned before, there's this huge trunk, and I like this layout. I really do. It's also comfortable to handle. I thought after a narrow motor sled, which is 10 centimeters narrower, that it would be uncomfortable, but it's actually fine. No, everything is comfortable. I tightened everything up. Well, in general, that's it. That's how it is. I use it as intended, and sometimes even not as intended. The rollers... The rollers here are of this type. They're not too narrow and not too wide. Wide rollers get stuck on ice and don't work very well. That's why these ones are like this, and I like it. And also, there are end caps. Rollers with end caps like these. It's much more interesting than just having a small hole or grease fitting here, you know? So, angle of attack adjustment, you see. There's one in the back, but you don't need to adjust the back. Only these two are adjustable. There are a lot of parts here, from the buran, the bogies, the drives themselves, the drive and driven pulleys. It turns out, the process. Box? The plane of the doors is a centimeter. The plane is white. This little grid here, when I arrived today, I thought, how much do I have in the tank? I tried to pull it out, but it's difficult to remove the grid to check the tank level. And really, it's about time to make caps with level indicators, caps with a gauge, like they have on the Taiga. This thing starts up fine, but it starts up differently. It starts up differently than my old motor dog. And I also had an Enduro like this, also with a reverse gearbox. I had a motor dog like this with a reverse gearbox right here. So, I already explained, here you first need to, basically, the choke. Well, I'll show you now, look, there. And it never starts with the choke on, but on the other motor dog, it starts. Then I switch it like this to another position, and that's it. But here it's only like this, I'll explain again. It's new, still being broken in, but I'm breaking it in hard. So, now we go over here. This is our coupling device. This thing right here, I don't know how reliable it is. Well, it looks flimsy, but it's already better. Because before there was this kind of bracket here, or whatever it was called, basically just a little angle piece. Well, it was total junk, and I took it off right away, but now they've made this Yamaha style, Buran style one, so basically the most reliable, this kind of mount, but for some reason here they made, I don't know where this device is from, but I think this thing will break off and then it'll be a problem. Well, anyway, we'll see. Well, here it is actually, the engine. On this kind of mount, everything under the rubber pads, everything's good. It arrived with a flooded spark plug, I replaced the plug, and now I'm running it. What else do I want to say? Let me add, I forgot. This thing right here is a bumper. It's made of some kind of plastic, probably high-density polyethylene, most likely, and it got damaged during transportation. Well, when I was moving it there, it got stuck right here in these lugs, and that's it. I barely managed to pry it out of there. Basically, I don't know. In theory, well, it works fine, but why didn't they leave a rubber one here? It's riveted on like this, but I don't understand why they didn't put a rubber one here. Maybe it's cheaper, maybe it's more expensive, honestly, I don't know. Well, basically it works, nothing really flies off, but that's what happened to me. I'm saying that in the front we have this kind of little apron. In the front there's this little apron, and basically it works fine. Shermax 23 horsepower 600. The track, well, it goes, it's fine, you can really feel it, and it's not too heavy, basically you can handle it. Again, there's no deep snow. I can't say anything about that yet. Everyone went fishing for holes. Now we'll try. There's some nibbling in this one. But we'll take some bait fish, go and set up the tip-ups, and then later come back to check and take them down. And then home to the family. Wow, look at you. He, falling asleep. Click. So, friends, these are all bait fish. Don't write to me saying I'm catching small fry or anything like that. These are bait fish. Well, so far it's everywhere. I walked along one shore. I'm still studying the lake, but the perch are all the same size. Pike, yes, there are some good specimens, but the perch are small, honestly. The perch are small and not very smart, and the pike are good, really good. That's their food base, so the pike here are really tough. Now we're catching the last one, setting up the tip-up, and moving on. Well, that's good, got it. No, wait, maybe this one worked for them. A little school like this. So you see, when they're bigger, they start biting. Well, basically, they're also bait fish. Friends, something's happening on the street here. It's actually biting, some good strikes. I caught one, but it's small, though not really bait fish anymore. Basically, it's a borderline perch, kind of on the edge, so to speak, not really borderline. They're biting, but they're small. Oh, look, it got away. That's its fate. It could have been used as live bait, but you see, it's backing away, backing away, backing away. Alright, that's nonsense. Friends, let's go explore the lake, catch some fish, and everything will be fine. Alright, friends, and here we've got a bite with you. Everything got mixed up. Alright, there's a bite here. We're fishing. I'll explain again. I don't know the lake, so I'm walking along the shore, drilling holes, setting up auto hooks. Not tip-ups, but auto hooks. Basically, that's what I'm doing. And at the same time, I'm studying the lake and checking the depths. It's impossible to go there now. It's the first ice and you could fall through. It's like that all over the lake. There are thawed patches. Little spots. What's that? Which one? The dark-haired one. The dark-haired one? Especially for you, the dark-haired perch at Tiger Lake? I'm already coming up with a name. Friends, you see, right on the spot. So the perch have gotten bigger for us. These aren't big, just a bit larger than usual. So friends, I already left Sunny on the balancer, just drilled some holes and thought, let me try, see what's here. Yeah, I won't set up a tip up here anymore, it's already too far. Well, it turns out it doesn't really fit my strategy. I can't catch any large perch. You might give me some advice now, but for you it's just on the couch, so to speak, but it's a bit tougher for me here on the lake. Now that's interesting. That's definitely not bait anymore. Damn, yeah, bait. You know, when you catch small ones. Don't mind what I'm saying, friends. This isn't for the video or anything. It's just, when you catch small ones, well, you catch small ones. Oh, and then you get one a bit bigger and you start to... Oh, nice one, but for real though. Damn, that's a good one. This is just on a balancer, guys, no fuss. Caught it on a balancer. No need to fix the worm. Nothing needed. It's just nice. The rod works really well. Well, this one's small again. But, okay. Bait fish. Bait fish. We don't need any more, guys. We'll let the next ones go. We don't need more than the limit. That's it. Let it go and the biting will stop. For some reason it gets tangled like this. I don't know why. I let go and the biting stopped. Oh no, look, you hit really hard again. Hey, come on, get out of here. We should try to reach the island via the center of the lake. Try! We can, if we fish there. Well, friends, the shore is behind us. We're crossing the lake to the island. So, friends, I've reached this long-awaited island. On the way, I drilled over there, left my auger, but I made it just fine. The ice is good. It cracked a little in the middle, but it's a bit shallow. Well, friends, we're having lunch right here now. I'll make myself some lunch, but look, I'll only make lunch here. Of course, the ice here isn't very good, yeah? Oh, you see, it's wobbling, but that's okay. We'll do it here. There's a little table here, and everything will be cool. Let's go. Oh, friends, now to the shore. We'll set up the cash register right on the ice, and nothing bad will happen. Now they'll start writing, asking what's going on and how. We'll do it right on the ice now. Here's the plan, friends. I have a camping set right here. Just regular matches. We're going to light them now. Our little guy is fierce. Everything should work out. And it might even light up. Matches are a must, friends. As long as they're in a cellophane package. Even if it's torn like mine, it's still fine. Forgive the filming. Oh, so, friends, well, we have a nice, good little cashier. Today, again, I'll be doing my little cashier thing. Everything's on ice. Everything's simple, friends. And now you'll say, back and forth. By the way, I have a similar stainless steel pot and don't regret buying it. Mine holds about 1.2 or 1.5 liters. I really recommend it, honestly. I always recommend things to people. So let's put this away. So basically, this is the kind of set I have. Friends, look, in my pot it's getting less. I picked it myself. Here's a titanium mug like this. Nesquik, there's tea with cloudberry, and of course the pot itself. Now let's go and fill up the pot together. I'm washing it now, going to have some tea. Look, friends, we're making this. The beaver gnawed, helped with the birch, so we're making this to get the teapot. This is, of course, tea. Like this. The tea will be ready soon. Oh, food, the ice is moving under me. What do we have today? Let's see. I understand you're mesmerized by the campfire. Of course, we have a menu, the menu at Feofan's restaurant for today, so a little packet like this. Friends, today I picked this kind of white sallow. Look, right with the skin on. That's how I always like it, to cut off the edge like this. And with the skin on, when it's crispy. Yeah, let's slice it now. Ha 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 ha. Just the extra pot, ha ha ha. Here you go, friends, it'll boil up quickly now. The tea spilled out just halfway for me. It's snowing again, but you know, friends, it's kind of cool. The weather is clearing up nicely. Over there, I like that untouched forest. You see there's a little path right here. The forest is about 15, 20 years old. And then it goes like this. That's already fresh, untouched forest. Here's also an old logging area. They cut down the trees there. I haven't been there, but I noticed something at the lake. I'll show you later. A nail in a tree. So does that mean someone was hanging out here? Hehehe, here's my dust archon, so to speak. Friends, don't worry that we're on the ice. We're kind of making a fire on the ice. Oh, that's nothing. Look, we found some lingonberries here. Let's put them in. But we need a pot. Oh, well, let's put it in the pot. Now we'll pour some sugar in here. I carry it in bottles like this from yogurt. I was just picking out a container. So we take it off, put it in there. This is the secret Karelian Feofanovsky ingredient. I'm doing it carefully because here... And look, we're doing everything simply, friends. No, you don't get those fancy fishing trips on airboats and so on. Everything is just like this, just like you have... That's where I think we... are similar.
But they show you those kinds of fishing trips, those kinds of perch, and so what? It's not always like that. You have to show it like I do. Well, today I actually had a good fishing trip, by the way.
Everyone put their tea on the ice like this, feeling fine and all is good. This is my favorite part of fishing, my absolute favorite. It's when it's like this. Fir needle tea. And you talk with Dimcom. All right, friends, enjoy your meal. We're about to eat here. We will. Well, so what, friends? Enjoy your meal. Wishing you health in your arms, in your legs, and a little bit more for you. The weather has actually improved. Sometimes it's like the sun is out, and then look, some cloud is coming. Well,
Peanut.
Friends, I'm not a greedy Markia. Help yourselves. Have some tea, some salo. Heh. In fishing, it's simple. You see, the ice here is about 3 or 4 centimeters thick, well, near the rock. And the fire didn't do anything to it. It's still warm. Physics. Anyone who knows physics won't write nonsense like those who tell me not to light fires. That's cool. So friends, the campfire is burning out and I'm going to do a little more fishing here. I probably won't keep you maybe if the fish aren't biting. Otherwise I'll go now, take down the tip-ups and head back. Time has passed. It'll get dark soon, so there's really nothing left to catch. Here's the campfire on the ice. Look, nothing happened to the ice, even though it's thin, just 3 or 4 centimeters thick. Because as you can see, look, it's moving. See what's happening, that's it. I had a good time, relaxed after all that. Well, this is the forest and so on. That's how things are, guys. Look, I'm leaving the island and there's the smoke, see? Cool, everything started melting away. Oh, well, it got warm. Alright, we're heading back now. We'll start moving slowly. Now, the tip-ups that are on this side, we'll take them down safely, but over there, we'll hang out for a bit longer. Here it is, friends. This is the thrill you get from something like this. So, 2 hours ago, I set a tip up here. Look, I'll show you now, you'll see. I set a tip up here, and here it is. It's been triggered. The red flag is up. Well, not a flag, but look. You see, so you can visually check. If it's freezing, for example, you can look and see, yeah, it's red, let's go. And here, well, I was hoping for a pike, but no, there's nothing. I think, yeah, it probably got knocked off. Must have been a small one. Oh, it really bit the perch. Well, its eyes are bulging out. Poor thing. Well, it's okay, nothing terrible. We'll take it. We're not greedy. We've already got 3 pikes, 3 good pikes. So let's go. Let's take a look. You see, so here as well, all around the perimeter, basically. So the pike is biting. We're catching pike. The pike is biting. I set it up. It's been about 2 hours, maybe a bit less. Well, it's cool, but if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. That's fine. For those who are younger or those who don't go fishing as often as I do. If it doesn't work out, people get discouraged, but you shouldn't lose hope. Good fishing will always find you, just like hunting, trophies, and so on. And here, friends, look, we have 2 triggered ones in a row. Here's one, and here's the second. Maybe the perch dropped them. We'll check now. Yeah, wow, there's something here, kind of, well, like... Whoa, come here, there's someone, we're pulling someone in. Alright.
Oh, another one, guys. Here's a local pike. I like it. That's how it's done. Clean, right by the jaw. Good, cool, awesome, lively. So, we've got a little pike, and the treble hook is actually hooked on pretty well here.
She didn't stand a chance. Still, guys, it's a beautiful lake. Look, those cliffs over there. Well, not cliffs, more like rocks. Rocks over there, boulders. There's a boulder. See how big it is. Well, my dear buddies, our fishing trip has come to an end. As you can see, these are the kind of pikes we have here. Tell me, how much do you think they weigh approximately? Look here, yeah, let's take this one, the biggest one. How much do you think it weighs? Oh, this one, how much does it weigh? So, I'll bring home 4 pikes today, we'll grind them up for mince, it's going to be great. I think it's 3, so tell me, how much is it? I think it's 3? I was fishing with something like this, with these kinds of homemade tip-ups. It's already getting dark. It happens very quickly here. I was fishing with these simple homemade traps. It's very basic, very easy. That's all. Beaver made these for me from sticks I took from his table. Those who understand will get it. Your health is in your hands and legs. I didn't quite get there. Likes, don't subscribe, friends. Hey, beauties. Yeah, what kind? Let's weigh this big one just for you and see. I fished today using balancers and spoons. So Jonas, where's everything here anyway? Here, friends, we have this kind of prehistoric steelyard scale, where it's less, that's how it is. Well, let's see, no, from this side... Oh yeah, no, this one now. Come on, friends, tell me how much it weighs, and I'll turn it around to show you. Exactly.
3 kilograms, 100 grams. Whoever guessed it, well done, and the rest of you too.